Hello everybody, it's October, time of monsters, and there's things afoot. While there's drums and a woman at an altar. I wonder what this could be. Well, it's a look at my very meager Kong collection. Oh yeah. This is the NECA second release Kong. Comes with a stick, opposable mouth, doesn't come with a girl, but I added that. The music, by the way, is from the missing Kong I do not have. I do not have a 1976 Kong, so I decided I would represent this collection with the music for that movie. This is the NECA Kong, the first release, except he's borrowing the Pterodactyl that comes to the second release. Had a lot of fun putting those together because he looks really annoyed, and I like that combination. And by the way, the photo there is myself on the 87th floor of the Empire State Building. I got this flyer when I was there, and I have been to that building, which is really cool. A little boy from South Georgia makes it to the Empire State Building. A lot of people have, but it was a big dream for me because of this film right here. This guy right here, Kong. Absolutely love Kong, and I've got a few figures to prove it. My favorite is a geometric kit that I've got borrowed on my McFarlane Kong stand. I don't have the McFarlane Kong here. He's in storage and I couldn't find him. But this is the posable geometric vinyl kit that to me is my favorite King Kong model. It's the most accurate Kong sculpt I've seen yet. I like the little crest head Kong the best, not the pointy head. And that's more, by the way, what this guy is. He's more he's kind of in between. This one's definitely the pointy head. And those of you that know the difference, the Kong models in 33 had either a tall pointy head or a shorter head, depending on which scene he was in. And I've always just liked this look. I just think he looks really cool. Plus, I like the big giant bust they did, the giant head. I don't have one of those. I'm envious of people that have something that represents that. I do, however, have a representation of the Peter Jackson Kong. This toy, which is not very dramatic, but it's really, I don't know, I say dramatic, it is dramatic. I'm sorry, I guess I should say that. It's the only one I have. It's the only Peter Jackson Kong that I've got. And I kind of regret that. I wish I had a bigger, better model of him or figure. And of course I've got the Kong Skull Island, the classic Star Ace Kong released by X Plus. He's 12 inches tall. I did repaint him a little bit. I did not touch his eyes, but I added a little bit of paint, kind of de-wounded him a little bit. He was a little bit too much on the wounds. But I love that figure. I love the detail. I added a little bit of color and a little bit of hair details. And again, because this music's playing, I'm really sorry I don't have a 76 Kong here. It's just a shortcoming in my collection. They're very hard to find. There's vinyl kits and cheap toys and models from the era that weren't that great. And I'm really sorry I don't have him. But I had to celebrate October with a monster, and what monster to celebrate than the grandest of all time. Even grander than Godzilla. No, Gordon knows I love Godzilla. This guy begat Godzilla. If we hadn't had Kong, we wouldn't have had a Godzilla. So, that is cool music though. The John Barry build up to the arrival of Kong on Kong Island, Skull Island, in that movie was one of my favorite arrival scenes for Kong because they drug it out. The music made it so cool. Made a little makeshift altar there. This is actually the McFarlane Fay Wray that goes with this metal altar for Kong here. But this one really fits it. And I guess I should close by saying Kong has always been one of my favorites. I hope you've enjoyed this meager video with some cool figures. I like that. They're kind of taking each other in. I love the Peter Jackson movie too. It's really cool. Sorry, I'm just listening to that music and I can't stop filming. Somehow I wish I could magically turn the camera and there a 76 would be. Oh, I have to mention this. I can't leave without this little note. In 1995, I met Bob Burns in Los Angeles. I went out to a mall show, and he invited me to his famous home that had props and things. Well, it took me a few years. I didn't get to go in 95, but I went in 2006, and I actually saw in person, even held the actual metal frame for this Kong in my hands, my little meager South Georgia hands. So a dream was realized, and I will always be thankful to Bob and his wonderful wife, Kathy, who passed last year. Bless your heart, Kathy. I love you both. Wherever you are, Bob, this is dedicated to you. I love you, buddy. And I miss you. I hope all is well.